I have said that alkenes are hydrocarbons. Right, let me rub this off. Alkenes. Alkenes are obtained from crude oils. They are from crude oils. Now, how do you obtain alkenes from crude oils? These alkenes are obtained from crude oils through what is called fractional distillation. Fractional distillation of the alkenes. That's where we obtain our alkenes, through what? Fractional distillation from crude oils. Crude oils simply means the remains of dead debris of animals and plants. Now, we have fractions. What is the first fraction up to the last fraction of the fractional distillation? The first one we have what is called the petroleums. Petroleums, or we can say that they are called refinery gas. Refinery gases. Refinery gases we have got of carbon number 1 up to carbon number 4. This means that we have methane, ethane, propane, and butane. They are under what? The petroleums. Then we have second one, which is called petrol or gasoline. That will be from carbon number 5 to carbon number 8. Carbon number 5 to carbon number 8, that's where we have our petrol and gasolines. Then we have what is called kerosene, or sometimes we call it paraffin, from carbon number 9 to carbon number 14. In a nutshell, if you want to go down, you can simply have an abbreviation to say that Pepe Kina Li Di Lu Bi. Pepe Kina Li Di Lu Bi. Our petroleum or refinery gases, our petrol or gasoline, our kerosene or paraffin. Then we have what is called naphtha. Then we have what is called, then here we skip it. Then we have what is called diesel. Then the lubricating oils and the bitumen or residue. These are the fractions of fractional distillation of the crude oils in obtaining of what? Of the alkenes, which are hydrocarbons of carbon to carbon single bond. Okay? Now, a question is, how do we obtain alkenes? Remember, these ones are obtained from crude oils by a means of fractional distillation. What about the alkenes? The alkenes are obtained from alkanes through what is called catalytic cracking. Catalytic cracking. If we say catalytic cracking, this means that there should be a presence of a catalyst to crack a very huge alkane. The catalyst there, it is called aluminium oxide at about 500 degrees Celsius temperature. We crack a very huge alkane to form what? Alkenes. For example, if we have got meat, heat, prop, boot, paint, then we can easily crack this alkane to form an alkene. Let's say, for example, we are cracking here. If we crack there, this means that we are going to form here C with a double bond because we are forming an alkene. Remember, an alkene is a hydrocarbon with a double bond. If we just crack there, then we form this. Then what will be left? What is going to be left? It will be this part here. Is the one which is going to be left, and that part we also add it to the equation. We say plus C. Then we have those hydrogens which were left there. The hydrogens which were left there. Then we add another hydrogen at last here because a single carbon should have 4 bonds surrounding it. So in this case, if we crack there, then we have here what is called ethene plus propane. From what? From mid it probably pent, from pentane. Cracking of pentane with this catalyst aluminum oxide and at 500 degrees Celsius will give us ethene and propane according to this equation. Now, moving on. How do you obtain alkanols? How do you obtain alkanols? Alkanols are obtained from alkenes. How? By the addition of steam to the double bond of the alkene. Remember, in our previous lesson we have said that alkenes, they undergo addition reaction simply because they are unsaturated hydrocarbons. They have got a carbon-to-carbon double bond. When the carbon-to-carbon double bond is cracked, then other atoms can easily come and attach themselves to the structure of the alkene after the double bond has been cracked. So in this way, if an alkene, for example, let me say that we have ethene. This is our ethene. This ethene can be transformed into an alcohol, ethanol in this case, if we add steam to the double bond of the alkenes. This double bond is going to be cracked. Once the double bond has been cracked, then we have here our C with a single bond now because double bond has been cracked. Then we have the bonds which will be protruding to the ends of those carbons. The hydrogens which were there initially are here. The hydrogens which were there initially are here. Now, from there we take this H. It comes and circles there. Then this OH, it comes and circles there. Now, this one becomes ethanol. Now, a very good question will be how ethanol is manufactured industrially. How do you manufacture ethanol industrially? We simply say that by addition of steam to double bond of the alkenes. Or we can simply say that by hydration of the alkenes. By hydration of the alkenes, then we get what? We get our ethanol. Now, a very good question again will be, at which conditions we'll be having about at 300 degrees Celsius. And what about a catalyst? The catalyst is phosphoric 5 acid. Phosphoric 5 acid at about 20 atmospheric pressure. Now, if we have a certain alkene, then you hydrate it or add steam to it, you will get a corresponding ethanol. What am I saying? I'm saying that if we have ethene, then you will get ethanol. If we have propene, then you will get propanol. If we have butene, then you will get what? Butanol. If we have pentene, then you will have pentanol, and so on and so on. We are moving further. How do you obtain alkanoic acid? How do you obtain alkanoic acid? Alkanoic acid or carboxylic acid or carboxylic acid. How are they obtained? These are obtained from the alkanols. These are obtained from the alkanols. How? Through the oxidation of the alkanols or of the alcohols. If, for example, ethanol is exposed to air, that ethanol is going to change into an acid. It will become sour. If you are drinking an alcohol, for example, you drink Black Label, then you leave it open there. Now, that alcohol, there's ethanol inside, 5.5% ethanol in Black Label, open. Then now what is going to happen that the gas, oxygen, will come and react with the ethanol in that bottle. Then that beverage will become what? Sour. Oxidation of what? Of the alkanols. That means that the alcohols, they react with oxygen from the air. Let's just say, for example, we have our alcohol here, ethanol. We have our ethanol there. This ethanol will react with oxygen from the air. We put O there. We react with oxygen from the air. Now we are going to have something like this. This is going to become what? Ethanoic acid. Ethanoic acid. This is ethanol. We have seen that alkanes are obtained from crude oil through fractional distillation. Then alkenes are obtained from the alkanes through catalytic cracking. Then alkanols are obtained from alkenes through hydration of the alkenes or the addition of the steam to double bond of the alkene. And the alkanoic or the carboxylic acids are obtained from alcohols or alkanols through the oxidation of the alcohols. Thank you.